everyone, Shanti Shanti. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I'm going to lead you through 10 exercises with both the body and the mind to overcome back pain, specifically low back pain. So I'm going to share with you things that helped me heal along my journey, as well as things that I've learned from Dr. Joe Dispenza, who's literally helped people cure themselves of cancers and other life-threatening diseases just with the power of thought alone. So we're going to be talking about that today, and it's quite incredible. We will also be doing stretching and self-massage as well. So that is going to go along with the exercises. So thank you again for joining me, and we'll get started very soon. I just wanted to preface this exercise with a little bit of something with my personal history. So for about 16 years, I was struggling with low back pain where I couldn't even stand and talk to you during this video. I would have to sit down, I'd be in so much pain, I was miserable. What I didn't realize though is that many people had told me that it was all emotional, and that I was holding on to a lot of negative emotions and fear emotions that were basically manifesting as back pain. And I didn't believe them, so I went to countless Western doctors over and over again, chiropractors, getting x-rays, getting massage. Nothing was helping. Finally, my journey took me to Peru, where I met with shamans and took part of the sacred brew called ayahuasca. In this journey, guys, my whole entire mindset about life and my attitude about who I am and about life totally changed. And with that, I opened up my heart and my mind, and my back pain has been gone for almost 2.5 years. So it's really, really incredible, and I can't wait to share that with you. But along my journey, I also learned specific exercises that will help strengthen and balance your body in order to prevent you from overworking parts of your body that end up reacting in pain. So let's say if you're overactive in your hips, you're not active enough in your glutes, you're going to have low back pain. This also incorporates self-massage. So we'll be really digging into our psoas, which might hurt and be uncomfortable, but you'll really, really feel a difference, and you really will really like it. What's really magnificent, guys, is Dr. Joe Dispenza, who I've been following and studying under for quite some time now, has actually healed people through meditation of life-threatening illnesses, cancers, and paralysis. People who were almost blind could now see. People who were barely being able to hear could now hear, and this is just by opening up your heart. So if this is too much for you, you can end the video after the exercises, but at the very end I'm going to go into depth about this, and I'm going to lead a meditation, and that's how we will also heal our body. Okay, so please be open-minded with me. I love you truly, and I can't wait to help you heal. So let's get started. Okay, so we will begin lying on our side like this. What we're going to do is activate our hips. Okay, so in doing so, we're taking away this overactivation here and the underactivation in our glutes. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be laying down on our side, get comfortable with your head, and you're going to just sort of lift and engage this hip up and then squeeze your glutes super tight. We're going to do 20. And we're going to hold at the top for about 5 seconds. If you really want to go for it, you can hold it for 10 seconds. 2 to 5 seconds is what I normally do, but a little bit longer will help engage this a little bit better. But we're going to do 20 on each side. So it's basically like a butterfly shape, just by lifting up your hips on your side. So we'll start with 1 and squeeze. You're just squeezing both, like you're squeezing a quarter together between your butt cheeks, even though you're in this position. And it might get a little uncomfortable. You might only be able to lift this high, so just squeeze it this high. And lift high and squeeze. And down and squeeze. And down and up, squeeze. You should be squeezing tight enough that you feel your body kind of shake. Because right now you need to activate your glutes. Really focusing just on that area, not trying to force any other of your body parts to move. You don't want to like really move your body. So just really focusing on lifting and squeezing. Again, if you're only going here, that's fine. I like to grip my feet together like I'm gripping a rope. So, good. You're doing great. And lift and squeeze. And sometimes I feel the pain coming back. I mean, we get married to our pain, we get married to our suffering, and we start to believe that it's a part of us. And when we wake up, and we're pain-free, but then we're looking for the pain, like, where is it? Because you've had it for so long. It's become a part of you. We want to eliminate that. We don't want that feeling anymore. Okay. So now we'll change sides. And lift and squeeze. Lift and squeeze. So a lot of you know my history. I was a gymnast for a very, very long time. Since like I was 5 years old and up to like age 18, I was a competitive gymnast and competitive swimmer. And so I had a lot of back pain from that, which I was aware of. But a lot of it was emotional. So we're going to tie in both key points as to how we can alleviate our pain and go beyond our limited beliefs that we are this pain and that we aren't able to heal ourselves, because we are. So upon healing yourself mentally, purging all these negative emotions, you need to strengthen yourself as well. Like I said, there are places in your body that are overactive, and there are places that we just neglect, like our glutes. We don't utilize them as much as, we think we're using our whole bodies, but sometimes we're not. So squeeze. And lift and squeeze. Relax. And lift and squeeze. And the key is to relax. So as you close your legs, you let all of that go, that tension, and then you lift and squeeze it and you bring it back. So you need a moment of rest and then a moment of activation, so you know when to activate. And relax. Good. Halfway there. Pretty much. And relax. So again, 20 is a good number. You don't need to do more than that. 10 is even fine, but 20 is a good number. So if you want to do 10 only, then squeeze, activate your glutes for a little bit longer. But I think 2 to 5 seconds is pretty much like the easiest way to get started and not to overwhelm yourself. When we start to work out, again, we overwhelm ourselves usually, and that's when we stop and we don't get consistent, and that's what we want to avoid, right? So we'll do that. And down. We'll do 5 more here. And release. Again, if you need to rub out anything, you can. And release. And lift. Activate, squeeze, 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 and release. And 2 more, lift and squeeze, squeeze. The key is trying to find a way to make your ankles work too, because if I just try to keep my ankles together, I feel like I'm using just this part of my body too, and I don't. I want to use just my glutes, so I use my ankles in a way to mitigate any extra muscles working, guys. I just want these guys to activate. Okay, so the next one is bridges. So I want you to lie on your back, plant your feet firmly onto the ground, and see how my back is flat against the carpet? I don't want to see this arch. And if you can't avoid this arch, that's fine, just keep it there. But if you can, think about pushing your tummy down through your spine and getting your spine flat. Again, if you still can't do it and your knees are bent, you can bring your knees up and see if it naturally goes down, and then try to keep it there as you bring your knees back down. Hands flat on the ground. What we're going to do is we're going to concentrate on squeezing the glutes, pushing through the heels, and then lifting from there. We don't want to lift from our hips or our back. We want to push through the heels. So what we're doing now is we're engaging these muscles, and this also, when these get engaged, we're taking all the duty off of these guys here, and we're activating the proper muscles to alleviate the pain here. So again, pushing the belly down, pushing through your heels, keeping your head straight when you do this exercise. So if you have to turn and look at the video, just do it a little bit and keep your head as straight as possible. We don't want to turn the spine during this exercise. So pushing through the heels, squeezing the belly down, and lifting up and hold for 3, 2, 1. Slowly come back down again through the heels, keeping the roundness of your back. You want the upper back to come down first, and then the low back into the butt, okay? And then pushing, lifting. This also is an organ massager, so you're massaging your organs, and you're allowing like your body to move blood and gases, and helps aid in digestion. If you have to fart, let it come out. Rolling back down is rolling back down through the spine. Again, you want to feel your body roll down like an egg shape. You push up. You don't want to come down just like this, okay? You want to really roll it up and really roll it down through the heels, engaging the heels, engaging the whatever those are called. I can't think right now. And rolling back down. You guys know what the back of your thigh is called, because I'm having a brain fart. And roll it back down. If this is too much for you, and you feel like your pain is too much, just try to push through your heels and hold like here. Just kind of hold and hover. Okay, and come back down like this. As long as you're engaging through your heels and pushing through your heels, you can hold and hover here. This is what we want to try to work on. And keeping our tummy down and our backs are rounded so that we're not doing this. Okay, so really trying to tilt our hips up. Pushing through, lifting, and back down. Okay, so this is, we just do 20 of these. And then when you're at the top, I forgot to tell you, squeeze your butt when you're at the top, okay? And rolling back down. If you find yourself you want to relax at the base, then just keep engaging the core, keep the hip tilt. And lifting. And rolling back down. Let's do 5 more. And lifting through the heels. And rolling back down. And pushing through the heels. Squeezing your butt at the top. And rolling back down. And lifting. Squeeze. And back down. It's nice and slow and controlled. I've seen a lot of women at the gym lately that just rush through shit. It's like, no, people, no. You gotta honor the muscles that you're working. Sometimes you rush, or you go fast when you're doing burpees, but you still want to be controlled, okay? And last one, just come down. And you can just hug your knees here. I'm gonna probably pop my hips, no. And you can do a happy baby pose where you just open your legs. You can grab, interlock your finger to your big toe and just open like this. Open your hips, get a good breath in. And you can close and rock side to side, which also massages the spine. All right, next exercise. So another thing to do, which is stretching and rolling out the muscles, like especially the IT band, is by using a foam roller. Okay, I've got 2 different foam rollers. One is a travel size foam roller. This one isn't as hard. This one's a lot harder, so you can see the difference. I can squeeze this one, I can't squeeze this one. It's up to you about your preference of which one you like. I prefer this hard one. Also, rolling on carpet is the easiest, but it does kind of give more cushion, which is nice to start off with because this can be kind of difficult. If you do not have a foam roller, you can still do this with me using a tennis ball or your fist. Okay, so if you're just using your fist, we're going to take your IT band, which is basically this pink color, and you're going to just roll up with your fist. Okay, if you're using a tennis ball, we'll get to that later, but we're going to use this foam roller, and I'm going to put the foam roller on the outside of my knee, where my IT band is, and I'm going to put all my pressure on it and just sit there. Now, a lot of people make the mistake of going like this. This does nothing for you, and in fact, it actually hurts your muscles more. It doesn't benefit them in any way. So basically right now I have it on the outside of my thigh, my quad, and I'm just slowly gonna roll down. Like, it's super, super snail slow. So I hold it here where I feel a little pressure. It's not super uncomfortable, but it's not the greatest feeling in the world. And then I just roll back down, like just an inch, like I went a tiny, tiny like centimeter. Okay, so you just want to hold it for 30 seconds to a minute. This will take quite a while if you do it correctly. If you want to rush through it, you're not doing yourselves any favor. So I'm going to go down a little bit lower. So I'm just sort of just sitting here. I'm upright like this, so I can put all my weight. Down here is less weight to me. I feel like I can engage more here. But whatever you feel is best, however you feel heavy enough to put that weight on that foam roller. So I've got a little bit of pain here. So what I do is when I find a painful spot, I just sit there and I try to relax. If you're tense, it's not gonna work that muscle out. You really wanna kind of pop the muscle and allow the blood to start flowing to that area. And when you release your IT band, you're releasing the pressure and the pain in your hips, relaxing this area, which takes the pressure off your low back. Once you're done with that side, now we're going to roll out the other IT band, just so if you're following along with this, it's what we'll do. And same thing, just taking it, putting it down where you feel it the most uncomfortable. It should feel like a ball in your leg that's hard or painful. And then you just sit there and relax. Remember, relax, breathe. Get low if you feel like it helps you getting lower. And slowly move to the next spot. Okay? And slowly move to the next spot. But anyway, so that's just what you want to do. You want to find something that's in there, you want to make it pop in a way to like move that stagnant energy in that blood and get some flow in there. So that's one more exercise to do to alleviate your back pain by rolling out the IT band. Use your tennis ball, and what we're going to do is we're going to put the tennis ball on our hip joint, and we're going to put pressure on that and just sort of lay there and sit. That's it. So I just put the ball on the hip because a lot of us carry, so in our lower energy centers is our root chakra. It's also our fear center. We hold on to a lot of fear. It's our fight or flight chakra. It's where we have a lot of our survival energies. It's a lot of like negative energies if we're not grounded correctly, if we're sad, if we're fearful, if we're lonely. I mean, we hold a lot of that energy down here, and that manifests as pain here and tightness, and then of course back pain. So it feels really good to just stick the ball there in that kind of hip socket wherever you're feeling it, and just lay there, lay on it and put that pressure on it. If you feel like you need to move it around, it is very painful to some degree, at least for me, because I'm very tight there. But you can also move to the side, and you can move to the back. And on the back, I actually roll it just a little bit, but slow, okay? Because again, you just want to find it and massage it and knead it. And like I said, if you don't have a ball, you can do it with your fist. You can roll on your knuckles and find where it hurts and just put that pressure there. Okay, so we'll just do the other side. Putting the ball there and just putting, sometimes say I'm rolling around to try to find the area. Right there looks good. And then I just let my weight sit on it. Just sit on it. And it's, when you do like little pressure points like this, your brain is then signaled as if like this is a wound. So then your brain is sending receptors and white blood cells to that area to then heal it. So that's the benefit of things like acupuncture and dry needling and acupressure, because you're signaling like almost like trauma to an area, and then you help heal that area. So just find that spot. So now we're going to do a psoas massage. So it's going to be a massage in your abdomen, which my shaman did for me when I was in Peru, and it was amazing. You can also use crystals here if you're into that kind of modality. The best crystals I would recommend here: red jasper, clear quartz crystal, a black obsidian, things that are really grounding and really absorbent of negative energies. So, all right, so let's see if we can get a good angle here. So you're gonna find kind of next to your belly button, go about 2 fingers out, or about 2 inches to 3 inches out, and you're gonna press into this area. And you want to do it with love because it's fucking painful. So really press into this area. I know another woman who does a lot of like menstrual work with women, who does a lot of womb massaging. So this will help just heal your body. It moves gases around. So if you have to fart, that's totally okay. It's getting blood flow to your organs as well as helping you digest. So really, when you have an assistant do this, like so my chiropractor would hold my hip up and then push really hard and then pull my hip down. So he's really strengthening and lengthening my psoas. But when you don't have a partner to help you or someone who knows what they're doing, just do it yourself. So you're just really digging in and just really massaging this area. Long strokes going up towards your head. I just dig in. Really dig in. You can go lower too. You can really feel that psoas. You can feel things moving around, clearing. Just know that you're doing your body good. And this really, you might even feel like when I'm on this side, I feel pain releasing on this hip. So it almost feels like sometimes it's opposite, but just really digging in and finding it. Because you can't just massage the top. You're just massaging your excess skin. You got to dig deep in and really get to the heart of that psoas muscle. And like I said, it's not a joyful experience, but that's another way you can help mitigate low back pain. And it's quite incredible. Once you're done, you really will feel a difference in your low back. Okay, so the final floor exercise is going to take place on your back, feet out stretched in front of you. So you can see I naturally have this arch. The goal here is to push the belly down, okay? Then squeeze the butt and then push the belly up and make it as fat as possible. Okay, so you're here and you're relaxed. Push the belly down as much as you can. Squeeze the butt and then push the belly out. Okay, so what you're doing here is you're activating now your abdominal muscles so that they can work. So we've activated our glutes. We want to activate our abdominal muscles, and this will all help take all the work away from our hips and distribute it properly, and which will take the pain away from the low back. So pushing the back down, squeeze the butt, make the belly fat, and try to breathe here. Okay, so we'll do that a couple more times. About 5 to 10 times. So push the back down, squeeze the butt, push the belly out. Try to keep the back flat too. It's kind of hard to keep the back flat, the butt squeezed, and the belly moving. But it's good. So yeah, so that exercise about 5 to 10 times, maybe 20 times if you are feeling up to it. Definitely 3 to 4 breaths every time you do that. And that will really make a difference of working other parts of your body to help alleviate low back pain rather than just focusing on all this right here, this tension here. Okay, so let's stand up. So now that we have stood up, we are going to do a stretch that a physical therapist and director of mine, Director Mateo, taught me how to do. So what you're going to do is keep your hips forward, kind of just hip width apart with your ankles, And what you're going to do is you're going to step forward with one leg. Okay, and what you want to do is you want to make sure your knees are totally straight and they stay in a straight aligned position, and they're not turned out. So just totally straight, back foot flat if you can. If it has to be up on your heel, that's okay. And what you're going to do is you're going to lunge forward. Lunge forward, keeping the hips square. And then the leg that's straight, you're going to lift that arm up. And really engage your core here, really pushing deep into this forward leg. And then you can massage here, again, another psoas massage, or you just feel the stretch. And this is nice to do after your psoas massage as well. So this will feel good. A lot of you might complain that this hurts your low back, and it might be a hard position to get into. But don't overarch then. You can come up maybe a little bit, but this is just stretching the psoas, keeping the hips forward, kind of going down as low as you can. We're stretching this part of our body as well, which is in lengthening this area, stretching out those muscles, and alleviating all that tension. So you just want to do this probably 30 seconds each side, okay? So keeping that back leg straight, this front leg bent, core lifted. You want to feel lifted the whole time, like your spine is just separating and lifting. And then you raise that arm up and you feel this whole part of your body stretch. So it's lifting, lifting, lifting. All right, so the last one is a single leg hold. Last and final exercise is actually strengthening the low back. So we've strengthened our glutes, we've strengthened our core, we've released all of this, we've stretched it. Now we're going to strengthen the low back. So there's two ways to do that. One, doing like arch rocks. If you're suffering from low back pain, this probably isn't something you want to start doing. However, if you feel like with these exercises and your meditations that you're feeling better and you want to strengthen these muscles now, you just lay on your tummy, hands can be here or here, and you just rock back and forth. You're engaging these muscles, so you're strengthening them. Or this is a lot simpler. We're just going to hold our body up by lifting one leg up and holding our chest out with our arms out in front of us. Okay, and you can come up and out of that and do sets of 10 and hold it for a good 3 seconds. Okay. This is too hard for you. You can hold on to a chair to start, but this is what is engaging these low back muscles. Okay, so the final stretch to help with low back pain is to be in the position we were before we did our bridge. You're going to lift one leg and turn it out to the side. We're going to release all of this energy here. You're going to lift and grab your opposite leg and just pull it towards you. So if you can only make it to this, that's fine. We're just trying to release this. Keep breathing, breathe into your muscles. Some of you might be super flexible and it might be all the way to your chest. That's fine too. But this is definitely just opening up our energy center, relaxing our hips, our glutes, and pull here as well just to release this a little extra, and then switch sides. Okay, so I'm just grabbing my shin, pulling this leg towards me, and I'm feeling it in my left thigh, hips, glutes. I just want to breathe into that space. Breathe into that space and let it just relax. So about 30 seconds each one when you want to stretch that. Okay? All right. So that was 10 different exercises to help alleviate your low back pain, strengthen your body and stretch your body, move those muscles, move that stagnation, that stagnant energy and that stagnant blood, moving it, awakening your body and helping you heal. Now, it's only so much that we can do by working out and stretching. It takes a lot of mind power and belief to believe that we are healed, to believe that we have the power to heal. And that is where we have to go beyond the biology of belief, beyond the uncommon. A lot of people are beyond the common to the uncommon. A lot of people believe that they are their pain. They believe that they are their suffering. We believe so wholeheartedly that this is who we are. I truly believed that I would be in a wheelchair at the age of 40. That's what I thought was going to happen to me. And I was like, well, screw it. And I still tried to do gymnastics. I still tried to play around. I couldn't do anything. And I just believed that I couldn't do it. I was like, well, if I sleep on that bed, I'm going to be in pain. If I don't have a pillow here, I'm going to be in pain. If I do this, I'm going to be in pain. If I stand, I'm going to be in pain. And I just worked my life around that. And it was awful. I finally started doing acupuncture, and I felt a lot more release. And I didn't think that it was placebo, because my dog, who was paralyzed, was getting acupuncture, and she was starting to walk again. So I thought, this is beyond placebo, this is real. But then when I wasn't feeling the results from acupuncture, it became a desire for the placebo. But the placebo is actually real. You can heal yourself. People have undergone fake surgeries in a double-blind test study where some people received arthroscopic knee surgery and some people didn't. They were just cut open. The people who didn't receive the surgery, who were just cut open, truly believed they were healed when they didn't have any surgery done. That's how powerful our minds can be. So I want you to, the way to get there, though, is not by saying, oh, my back's healed, because we won't believe it, right? The way to get there is to be in heart coherence, to be in this space of love and fulfilledness, to believe that we are whole. And this is the meditation that I will guide you through right now. And this is what will help you heal this emotional attachment to your pain. And we will let it go together today. And if it doesn't happen today, keep coming back to this until you change your belief system, and it will happen for you. So let's begin. Take a deep breath in and shake out all the shit. Shake it out. All right, so now let's get comfortable. You can lie down, or you can sit down, or you can sit in a lotus position like Buddha. As long as your spine is straight and you are relaxed, we can begin. I invite you to close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Feel your abdomen expand. And breathe out. Feel your abdomen sink into your body. And now breathe in, expanding. Imagine a beautiful light filling your body, from your belly all the way up, past your lungs, and out your head. And breathe out all this darkness, your stress, your anxiety, your worries. Breathe it out. Breathe in. Invite this light within you. Breathe it in. Feel it expand. Breathe out with a sigh, with a hum, a noise. Breathe it out. Apana. Breathe out all the negative, all that doesn't serve you. Breathe in another deep breath. Beautiful light and love. Breathe out the negative. Breathe normal now. Watch your attention. Allow your attention to focus upon the gentle movement of your abdomen, the rise and fall, inviting air into your lungs and releasing that no longer serves you. And as you do this process, you begin to feel light, very light, lighter still, You start to float above your body as you are relaxed and light. You start to raise higher and higher as you rise above the landscape below you. Just effortless, weightless, simply floating as you rise higher and higher still, and you are lighter and lighter and lighter. And now you find yourself above the earth, floating farther away. Earth looks like a little blue dot as you float farther and farther away. Simply floating, effortless and light. Suddenly, you see a beautiful speck of light in the distance. Curious, you float towards it as this light, a brilliant color, any color you choose. You see this light. It's bursting, it's burning, it's bright, it's magnificent. It's so warm, it's inviting, full of love. You get closer and closer to this light, and you are relaxed and happy and full of joy. This light is so loving. It cradles you, it circles your body, holds you suspended in this air. You're weightless, and it's so loving. You're so relaxed, and you feel so good, and that's so beautiful. You can't imagine anything to be more beautiful. This true love, unconditional support. You're weightless. It's effortless. It feels so good. And you want to share this love. So as it gathers around you and cradles you in this blanket of warm and beautiful light, you're grateful. You start to float back towards that little blue dot, Earth. You see it. You float closer. You get heavier and heavier. This light blanketed around you, all loving, effortless. You are relaxed. You get heavier and heavier and heavier. You're through the atmosphere. You're in Earth. It's so beautiful. And you share the love, spreading out your light to encompass and cradle the Earth the way the light cradled you. And the light's still around you. You are abundant in this light. You are love. And you give this love. It's so beautiful. As you get heavier and heavier, you see the landscape below you. As you get closer, you can make out the area where you are. As you get closer and heavier still, this light, this loving light and energy all around you floats with you back down to your body as you get heavier and heavier. And you are relaxed as you enter your perfect and beautiful body, this body that loves you unconditionally, and you love your body. As you sit there, and it feels so magnificent to be here now, feeling this love and this light. You put your hands on your heart, and you feel that light now within you, inside your heart, beating, breathing, loving. That light is now inside you, burning bright with unconditional love as you are relaxed and you are enjoying enjoying this moment of peace. You see this light everywhere as it makes its way into a little tiny flame between your eyebrows. You see this light now float inside your skull as it floats in there in emptiness, empty space of abundance and love. The light burns inside your skull, inside this open expansiveness, this beautiful space. The light is with you. You are free. You are loved. As you get heavier and more relaxed, you know this to be true. You are comfortable. You are loved. You are perfect. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and hold that energy and know that you are loved. And know that you are whole, and know that you are perfect, and you are grateful, and you are abundant. Go with peace, love, and abundance. Namaste.